From seahorses to kelp forests and jellyfish that glow in the dark. There's a lot to discover at the Monterey Bay Aquarium off the coast of California. But we're here for these guys, or should we say, these girls.
So we currently have 3 exhibit females.
These playful, furry crowd pleasers are southern sea otters.
Their feisty nature, I feel like I relate to them a little bit on that level.
I have a lot of fun with them, just generally. Obviously them being really cute does not hurt the situation either. Good, May, window.
And here at the Monterey Bay Aquarium, their days are anything but dull.
Our job is to pamper and take care of them.
For researchers like Hannah von Weiss, that means keeping them entertained, active, and happy.
Essentially, we take care of them through every, from the start to the finish of the day.
All right, so what are we doing here?
We're actually throwing some ice to our girls, which is a form of enrichment that we'll do with them. And so if you see, they're actually every once in a while looking up at you because they know that you're going to throw them some ice.
These sea otters don't just love to chomp on it.
They really actually like to get out on deck and roll in the ice as well.
The water in the tank is bay temperature, averaging around 53 degrees. So it's a good thing they have thick fur. But as the aquarium's Angela Haynes tells us, it's one reason the southern sea otter was once considered endangered.
At one point in time, for several decades, sea otters were thought to be extinct. And the reason that they were hunted was for their beautiful fur, that pelt that is 1 million hairs per square inch, and a lot of people wanted that fur for coats.
These days, the population is still struggling, and scientists are trying to figure out why.
So they are still a threatened species. Their numbers are below 2,000, so they're an important species for us to protect because we were so close to losing them.
So why are they so important? They're a keystone species that help keep ecosystems in balance.
And sea otters are at the top of this kelp forest. They live at the top of it, but they eat from the bottom of it. They eat the filter feeders that are the urchins, the mussels, crabs, clams. All these things filter the water. So if sea otters get sick, then we know that something's happening throughout the entire ecosystem.
This is where the aquarium's Southern Sea Otter Research and Conservation Program comes in. Known as Sorak, its goal is to help study sea otters and save the population. Animal research specialist Sandrine Hazan gives us the scoop.
We bring in southern sea otters that are injured, stranded, or orphaned with the purpose of rehabilitating them and putting them back into the wild.
The females here, in the front tank, play a big role in the program. The public gets a glimpse of 2 of them having fun in the exhibit today.
Abby is kind of in training right now, which Abby is our darker female here who's actually just 5 years old. May, though, yes, she is one of our surrogate moms, and she has had, I think, 3 pups now that she's been a surrogate mom for.
As for the 3rd female resident, Rosa, she's a little busy at the moment. She's playing mom to a pup right now, away from the public eye. This is the aquarium's back tank, where mom and her adopted pup spend 6 months.
The otters that come in less than 8 weeks old, we hand raise them wearing our disguises, and once they get to the point that they are on solid food, we end up putting them with a surrogate, and they take on the responsibility of showing them how to forage for food and giving them the tools to survive in the wild.
The goal is to teach these pups survival skills and get them prepared for life in the wild. That's where this seafood smorgasbord comes in.
We've got clams, and then down at the bottom we have crabs. So we try to offer live food every day so that at different stages in their development, they have the opportunity to learn how to handle live food.
Ooh, that is cold.
It's cold. We're adding 2 kilos, so we want to go to 3.3.
But you need a special uniform to play food server.
This mask, so they can't see you, but you can see them.
Researchers wear disguises so the otters don't get used to humans.
All right, ready? And it's quick and easy. Okay.
They're even careful choosing their toys.
We only give them naturalistic stuff, so we'll give them rocks, and if we do give them toys of any sort, it's a color that's a neutral color, that is potentially something they would see out there.
After 6 months, the pups should be ready to strike out on their own. They're tracked and monitored in the wild.
It is definitely extremely gratifying to see the whole developmental process, being able to bottle feed a sea otter pup and then watch it successfully be released into the wild.
They truly do make me happy. It's really fun to work with these animals. You get to learn a lot about them and you just build a really fun relationship with them.
It's just one reason these researchers savor every day on the job. Their hope? That through their efforts, this iconic species that represents the diversity of life in our oceans will be around for generations to come.